Hey Leo, that's the crack. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. My name's Diane, for those of you who don't know me. And this is Madame Butterfly Tarot, and we're going to do a wee Leo bonus reading for June, July, beginning of July, whenever you happen to find this. It's timeless. You are very welcome here, Leo. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate it very much. And if you feel like liking and subscribing for me, if you feel called to do that, I appreciate that a lot as well. Alrighty, let's see what you got going on here. 3 of Cups, that's always a good sign. 5 of Cups, that's cute when they come out together. What else? 7 of Pentacles. King of Swords. That's too many. Half the deck is too many, Spirit. Stop. There we go. Right to hell. Right ho, Watson. You have the 2 of Cups. The Moon. The Hierophant. Page of Wands. Ooh, the Tower. King of Swords with the 10 of Wands. Page of Cups with the 2 of Cups. That's cuteness personified. And the Moon and the Death card. So there has been sadness in your past, obviously. A lot of people have that. Not diminishing your struggle, but you have the 5 of Cups here. It talks about someone kicked your cups over in the past, or like just sadness from your past. It doesn't have to be in terms of romance. It could be to do with family or friends. There's a new perspective that you're gaining on this though, with the Page of Wands. It's like coming back from the dead. That's what I always talk about the Page of Wands as being. It's like feeling inspired again, feeling, like you're interested in life. You got your passion, you got your mojo back after something happened. And the 3 of Cups is a celebration. This is like actually getting your faith back when you have the 3 of Cups with the Hierophant. The Hierophant talks about having faith in what the universe is trying to give you. So it's like having your faith after someone or something kicked you in the balls. Life, a person. The 7 of Pentacles over here, this is like slow moving energy. It's really boring. In the Tower, you get 1 to 6, which is like the movement forward. And then they tend to give you 7 as kind of a resting period, where you like regroup and you think about the lessons that you've learned and plant your seeds for the harvest to come. It's boring. I don't know if you've done gardening before, but it takes time. You have to plant the seeds and like lovingly water the seeds and then, till the soil and all this stuff. It takes time. But the Tower, this is something fast. So something that took a long time. Like it took a long time for you to get to this place, like this place where you're feeling rejuvenated and you've come back from the dead. Things are going to change rapidly now. I'm going to have to clarify this right here. But this is like things changing rapidly. And there's a person that wants to come in here, the 2 of Cups. This is a soulmate, best friend vibe. Could be that you guys have past lives together if you believe in that. Although if you listen to Dolores Cannon, they're just blueprints, but obviously nobody knows anything for sure. The Page of Cups, this is like totally sweet. Could be a Pisces that you're dealing with. It's like puppy love, like innocent, heart on your sleeve, puppy love type energy. And the Moon, this is like subconscious fears and anxiety. About commitment. There's some fear here about commitment that's going to end. There's also, with the Moon, if things have been feeling like you don't know where you're going or you don't know what the next move is, the Moon is like blundering around in the dark, excuse me, but it's because but like the Death card talks about an ending, like the dark night of the soul, which is really just when you're like releasing stuff. You're facing your shadow and releasing stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to reshuffle that. Tell me about this King of Swords here. Well, that's no good to me. Throwing them on the floor. Excuse me. Huge table here and you throw it on the floor. Could you like not throw it on the floor? That'd be like super fun for me. Could you also stop flipping over like 1,000 cards? What are you doing? Tell me about this King of Swords. There you go, the Five of Wands. Okay. Okay. Right. So there's some suspicion here. We have the Nine of Wands. This talks about the wounded. It's called the Wounded Warrior card, and it appears when someone has been hurt many times by people in the past, or they've been hurt by one person in the past. The Five of Wands here it's indicative of some kind of conflict or things being very up in the air. And the Ten of Wands like a heavy burden. What is this King of Swords? Oh, there's some... This is about a past person here. There was a past person that you dealt with. Now, this doesn't have to be romance, like I said. Romance. It could be friends or family. But this is a past person who was like very closed off emotionally. You know, the King of Swords is someone, you know, they're emotionally unavailable. So really what happens with a person like that is they're incapable of being in a relationship. So you spend your time chasing them, right? It's usually because that's what you dealt with as a child. So if you know, say you deal with men, like if your dad was emotionally unavailable, then that's the type of man that you go for example. And it's subconscious, you know, or unconscious, whatever you want to call it. But the Five of Wands, like this person could have created a lot of chaos in your life. It could have been very up and down with this person, you know. I think it took you a while to stabilize yourself after this person because they brought something of a tower into your life. You know, a tower is just thinking about things in a different way. So this person in the past was brought into your life to make you like, to stop the pattern of this, they're actually saying silent treatment, abandonment, wound, emotional unavailability, shit that you've been dealing with. But they were a very heavy burden, okay? And this person was not into commitment, the Four of Pentacles or the Ten of Pentacles, okay? So there's an energy of being left out in the cold here. Tell me about this Two of Cups and this Page of Cups. I don't know why you're throwing them on the floor. Hold on. Let's bend down and pick them up like the dog I am, Spirit. Tell me about this Two of Cups, please. The Seven of Swords. And the Emperor with the Six of Cups. Okay, so you guys are a match because you have the Emperor and the Empress here, which I'm going to put there. So the feminine energy here is moved into the Empress energy, which is, you know, it's not chasing, right? It doesn't have to be the feminine energy. If you're watching this and you're like a masculine energy and you're vibing with that, you can be the Empress, okay? You're just going to have to kind of figure out who you are here. But, you know, like I was saying, with an emotionally unavailable person, you end up chasing them, right? The Empress does not chase. The Empress attracts, you know? So this is breaking that cycle of chasing... I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of a diplomatic word. People, emotionally unavailable people around. But I imagine it's taken you a while to get into this state because the Seven of Pentacles takes a while, but it's happened, and it might have happened. You know, like you can work on something for a long time, and then just overnight it clicks. It could have been something like that happened for you. Like you've been you know, it's taken you a while to get into it, but then overnight it just kind of clicked. And now you're in this Empress energy here. Tell me about, oh, I see. Right. This Emperor, what is coming in here? They've, I see. Let's see how they've laid out the cards. So over here you have the Emperor and over here you have the Empress. So this Emperor here is very sweet. You know, there's a masculine energy to them here, but there's also with the Page of Cups, like very sweet, like puppy love, kind of wearing their heart on their sleeve, like very emotionally available. So like very, very different to what you've dealt with in the past. They've been going through some dark night of the soul, this person. Like the moon is about fear and anxiety and like subconscious, you know, fears. They've been going through some kind of dark night of the soul to get into this Empress, the Emperor energy here. Also with the Seven of Swords, like they have, that's a harsh lesson. Like this person has been through some harsh lessons. People have lied to them, stolen from them, cheated on them, whatever it is. This feminine energy is very suspicious though, because of the past person. Tell me about this Emperor. My foot is itchy. Sorry. Oh, the Sun. So they could be a Leo. They could be another Leo. Or you could be like a cross watcher and this is your Leo. Oh, wow. Look at that. The Sun with the Ace of Swords. This person is like totally different from who you dealt with before. They could even be somewhat enlightened. You know, when you have the Sun. Why is my foot so itchy? What's happening? They could even be somewhat enlightened. King of Wands, so they could be a fire sign. This is heavy Aries energy here. Three of Pentacles. I hate that card. Ace of Cups. So this is definitely someone new, okay? Over here you have someone new. Ten of Cups. This person would make you really, really happy, emotional fulfillment. This person has done a lot of work on their past or their childhood because it's caused them to be closed off in the past. There's a little bit of self-sabotage going on there with this past person. With the new person even. It's okay. They've closed that cycle down though. I want to get a different deck. Please bear with me. Hey Leo, so we're going to get some messages from this past person. You see how the past person is kind of in between you and the new person. So this past person's energy could be like getting in the way a little bit. You know, just the memory of them, or maybe they're still trying to insert themselves into your life, or maybe they haven't fully fucked off yet, you know. Like one of them turds that just won't flush. Any messages from this King of Wands? I feel like I dropped that one. I'm going to reshuffle it. Any messages from this King of Wands? Page of Wands. I can't help it. I fall in love way too fast. Okay. Tell me. All right. The Page of Pentacles. I love every inch of you. You're perfect in my eyes. So this person thinks you're great, or when they come in, they're going to think that you're basically perfect. They could be younger than you with two pages there. Are you about to hear from this person as well? Are you about to meet them with those page energies there? Because those are messages. Or they're waiting for the right time to come in, possibly. This energy is like really different from the past person. You know, the past person is like closed off. This new person's kind of like a puppy. You know, it's like someone who kind of, I don't know, You know, when it's a relationship, they kind of give everything. They could even have like fallen for people like way too fast in the past. And you know, when they fall in love, it's like they fall in love hard kind of thing. It's like a romantic kind of person, you know, like daydreaming about family and, you know, living together and all that kind of thing. But the page energies can be someone younger. If they're not younger, it's like someone your age or an older person, but they're very youthful. Not immature, but youthful. Because the Emperor is not immature. That's like daddy. That's someone that's got their shit together. Tell me, let's get any other messages from this King of Wands. The Star. Oh my god, this person's a wee sook. You are my wish come true. So this person, like, yeah, they really like you. I mean, you are their match, you know, Emperor and Empress, it's like the divine match. Any other messages? Let's get one more from this Emperor. The King of Wands. Okay, so could definitely be a fire sign. Ooh, baby, it turns me on when you take control. So it is someone like fairly masculine. The King of Cups has just come out too. So fairly masculine, fairly like dominant, but when you have the King of Cups, also someone that's like in touch with their feelings. So very, very different than what you had in the past, you know. Right, I'm going to get some oracle cards for you. Okay, any messages for Leo? The Air Guardian, shift your perspective, shift your perception. Okay, so they're either saying that you need to shift your perception, right, I see. So the Five of Cups, like it talks about, you know, like I said, things have gone wrong in the past. But it's someone who's thinking about the things that have gone wrong in the past. And right behind them, he has the Two of Cups, which is your soulmate energy over here. So they're basically saying, stop thinking about things that went wrong in the past and start being excited about this new person coming in, because they are like really your match here, you know. The Page of Wands is a shift in perception. It's like being happy and positive and excited about the future instead of thinking about the past, you know. Hey man, I'm just a delivery boy. Send your complaints to spirit@nothere.com. Okay, any other messages for Leo? Ooh, that's interesting. Sorry, let me just OCD fix the cards. You have the Guardian Angel card. You are not alone, but it's come out in reverse. I'm going to reshuffle that because honestly, I don't really know what that means. But if you give them to me in reverse, I'm going to take them in reverse, Spirit. Okay, you have the Lord, take charge with authority, which I want to put here. So this is you, you know, male or female, this Empress energy here. This is about you taking charge. That's you know, Empress energy, but it's like an effortless being in charge. You know what I mean? It's you know, the Empress is like authoritative. There's no question that he or she would be listened to, you know. There's no question in their mind that they don't deserve good things to happen to them. You know, that's why things naturally flow to the Empress, because it's a state of believing that you deserve it. That's why the like money and things are going to start to come in for you now as well. And let's get one more. What else for Leo? The Sun. Enjoy success and happiness. This person over here really could be a Leo, or they could have it strongly in their chart somewhere. So this person here, right, when you have the death card, so it's like something ends and then the sun comes out. So this person over here has been through some kind of dark night of the soul fairly recently, that they've come out the other side of. So they might not have been quite ready before, but they're ready now. Sorry if you can hear that noise outside. My neighbours are doing something to their door. Random drilling. It's like the worst day to try and do it as well, because it's that fine rain that makes you wet, you know. Okay, anything else for Leo? Anything for Leo? I just, I don't know why you're throwing them on the floor. I really don't know. Ugh. Mother of God. Right, let's have another go at that. Anything else for Leo? Okay. So you have the earth. Oh my God, that's so weird. It's all your lower chakras. That's funny. You have the Earth Star activation, anchoring, grounded action, Isis energy. You have inner Earth, which is your root chakra, or sometimes it's called the base chakra. Strength and security, laying foundations. And then you have the sacral chakra. So if you want to know more about this kind of thing, chakras and whatnot, you should check out my other channel. It's called How to Train Your Caterpillar. It's like videos about different spiritual topics designed to help you with your everyday life. It's all free. There's not even any adverts over there at the moment because like I messed around with the channel for so long. Well, YouTube took away the adverts. But yeah, the link for that is below if you're interested in it. But in terms of chakras, so you have 7 within the body, and you have some below the body as well. The one of the ones below the body, like out with the body, is the Earth Star chakra. So this one's actually kind of this one is a couple of feet below your feet. So it's important to ground your energy for that reason. When I say grounding, I mean bring your energy back into your lower chakras to calm you down. So you know when people go for a walk to clear their head, the reason that it clears their head is because it's grounding their energy. You know, it gets the energy back into the root chakra. So the Earth Star chakra, I am currently in a flat at the moment, and it's like a first floor flat. Well, I don't know how I'm forgetting how you guys do it in America, but it's like it's not, there's people below me, put it that way. So my Earth Star chakra is currently floating around in your flat, right? So if I don't get out of the flat or like ground my energy deliberately, like by meditation or deep breathing, I will be ungrounded, particularly doing stuff like this, where you're in your third eye and your crown chakra. Excuse me, I will be very ungrounded. So there's a message here about opening up these lower 3 chakras. Because you may not be thinking clearly or something like that, okay? So that's a message for you. You might even notice that you have back problems in those areas, you know. That's a sure sign that the chakras are not balanced. The sacral chakra, you can kind of think of the chakra as like Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's basically the same thing. The root chakra deals with safety, food, shelter, money. Once that's been dealt with, you then move into the sacral chakra, which is about emotions and creativity, you know, feeding the soul. So there's a message here about, you know, grounding your energy and also feeding your soul by, you know, doing creative things, spoiling yourself, doing your favorite hobbies, dealing with your emotions, things like that. So make of that what you will. It could be that you're having problems with your vessel, you know, problems with your legs, problems with like sciatica. That's an issue with your root chakra. So make of that what you will. But the Empress is very grounded. I mean, you can see she's sitting like in, you know, amongst nature. That's something else that will ground you, being amongst nature. So the more grounded you are, the more you'll be in this Empress energy. The Empress energy, especially for females, is very connected to the sacral chakra because it's a feminine chakra, you know. Like women who struggle to get pregnant, for example, often have a block in the sacral chakra because maybe you have issues with your mother or something. That'll block the sacral chakra. So to close the reading, I'm going to get 3 of these. Anything else for Leo? Sorry, they've done something to me. Sometimes when I'm doing readings, they do something. They've made part of my neck cold on the left side. So in terms of your vessel, in terms of your body, now you might want to check this because it's a while since I looked this up. One side is feminine, the other side is masculine. I believe the left side of your body is feminine and the right side is masculine, but you might want to look that up. So there's like a cold spot in my throat at the bottom on the left side. So that could be relating to, for some of you, like mother healing that needs to happen in terms of your throat chakra, like speaking up, or your inner child. Okay. What else for Leo? Ritual, healing connection, heart chakra. Maybe 2 more. That's a root chakra. Yeah, the gift of freedom, the root chakra. One more, please. Thanks. Okay. Oh, I see. So actually, you know, doing some healing in your heart chakra might help if you want to do that. You don't have to. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. You know, when you've been hurt in the past, or there's like a lot of sadness or grief, it gets stored in the heart chakra. So doing some work on your heart chakra might help you get this new perspective. Grounding your energy might help you get this new perspective as well. I don't really want to bring this up because it's kind of controversial, but the Earth star is associated, you know, if you don't like this planet and you don't want to be here, that's often a problem with your Earth star chakra or your base chakra, your root chakra. So working on these 2 might help with that. I do it through sound healing, but you can also do it with visualization or, you know, a Reiki healer. You can look it up. There's tons of different ways to do it. And you have the root chakra again, the gift of freedom. So there's definitely a message here about working on your root chakra, okay? Or you have been doing a lot of work on your root chakra. That could be it too, because the Empress is about abundance. So when your root chakra is blocked, it's difficult for the money to come in. I don't want to keep going on about it because the reading's quite long, but you can go and look that up too if you want. Oh shit, look, ritual grounding, crown chakra. So that's interesting. I always find that interesting in this deck that she's put grounding with the crown chakra because grounding is very much associated with the root chakra, but it's like a cycle. If you think of the chakras like this, it's like a cycle like that, you know, so your root chakra is connected to your crown chakra in a way. Where do we want to put this? doesn't want to go there. I'm sorry, let me just fuck about here. Oh, I see, it wants to go like this, does it? Like this. Okay. So, yeah, if you've been struggling with your faith, and it could be your faith in people too, because the Three of Cups represents people. So if you've been struggling with your faith in people, that would be an issue with your heart chakra. That could be something that they're asking you to work on. You'll know if that's for you or not. It's not going to be for everyone. So the Empress, this is about money coming in for you. And I don't know if you've already been doing this. It could be something they're recommending, but they want you to like ground and anchor your energy. Okay? That's where the money's coming in. That's where the abundance and the security is coming in. It's like making that move from survival mode and panicking about money and stuff all the time to this Empress energy where you're like, you know what? I'm just going to take my time. The money's going to come in and I'm going to do the easiest thing and just allow it to flow to me. The crown chakra here. So they definitely want you to ground yourself. And for you, I think nature would be very good for you. But they definitely want you to ground yourself. But also the crown chakra deals with receiving information, like receiving downloads of information, which is something that they want you to do. There's information that they want you to have about something. The sacral chakra is to do with your intuition. So the more that you get yourself into this sacral chakra space, the more the messages are going to come through from your crown chakra as well. There's something about that too. Or it's possibly about creating space for them to come through. That's what it is. So your sacral chakra deals with intuition, which is really more of your third eye, whereas your crown chakra deals with like information that you've not had before. So like downloads of information. But there has to be space for this to come through because you're actually incredibly psychic. Okay, this is going to be a little longer reading. You're actually, if you found this reading, you're actually very psychic. You're very connected to the Akashic field, or whatever you want to call it. That can actually be very overwhelming. So you are someone who needs to ground your energy more than others because you're constantly receiving this information and these downloads, but they want you to control it. They want you to take charge of this gift that you have. And one of the ways that you should do that is, I'm not trying to keep saying it over and over, but like grounding your energy by going out for a walk in nature, or just going out for a walk, or spending time in the garden or whatever. It's almost like you have headphones on to the divine. And the sacral chakra, you know, like I said, it's about kind of making space for yourself. So the more that you get into this energy of like chilling, like a villain, and creating space for the money, the love, and the messages to come in, the easier your life will be. So you might feel lazy for taking it easy, for example, but that's actually what they want you to do. They don't want you working yourself into the ground anymore. They want you in this Empress energy. So if you've been moving more into that energy recently, you're not doing anything wrong. You're not lazy. That's what they want. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there, Leo. Hope it was useful. Many thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you feel like doing that. I'd appreciate it a lot. And as always, I wish you many blessings, love and light. Take care.